This video explores the emergence of early decoding, but also the emergence of fluency. Within the Foundation Teaching Sequence Manual, within the Term 1 plan, you will see outlined from week 1 in Term 1 the teaching of decoding prerequisites, and that there are 2 skills that drive decoding: alphabet sound recall, but also the ability to blend, so that mid-term 1, late term 1, at a minimum, students can see words, there's a there's a and there's a per. They can recall the sounds at speed, but also blend them together, per, mango, or blending isn't fully there, per, map, and pull those sounds together with efficiency. In the Foundation Teaching Sequence Manual, from Term 2, CVC decoding, but also CVC spelling is outlined. Within the Foundation Screening and Tracking Manual, you will find assessments that track this teaching progression. Term 1, tracking pre-reading ability in those 2 skills, alphabet sounds and blending, but then also from Term 2, starting to look at CVC decoding and beyond. And here in front of you, you see the entire screen. I'd like to show you a really short video of a student starting to decode, and this equates to mid-term 1 or end of term 1 in that foundation school year. Decoding is starting, it's not very efficient, and the student rapidly fatigues.
P tap is
Can you try the next slide? Here we have our next video where a student 10 weeks later, after lots and lots of CVC practice, we're seeing accuracy move up to 90%, but the student still is finding early reading quite tiring. But importantly, there's no evidence of fluency here. And what needs to be highlighted is that within the first term of reading, most students are not fluent readers. They're decoding each of the sounds in words.
Seat, hat, kit, neck, one jog, gum, wing.
Keep going.
Shh. Ship. In. Kin. That.
Now come the second term of decoding and decoding and decoding lots of CVC words, something starts to happen. The fallback strategy is still decoding, but there's evidence of some whole word reading emerging. And at the same time, the student is progressing into more complex words and digraphs with increased accuracy.
it, one jog. Gum with win shock eat chin at that shed which.
It's important that all foundation and year one teachers phase out whole language and balanced literacy reading books. You will never get the same outcomes using these outdated reading books. These are never recommended where there is a repetitive sentence that draws upon memory, or a multi-cueing system where students are reliant on guessing words on the basis of picture cues or the first letter or a range of other cues. Decodable reading books should match the testing levels in that early reading screen and also your teaching levels. And it's possible to have different reading groups within the classroom and different home reading books that match a student's screening levels. It's important that we educate our parents in terms of what to expect when these readers come home. We need parents to engage in home reading and to find it as enjoyable as possible. And how we do that is we provide them with information, because step one, or that phase one in early reading, is that monotonous sounding phase. And most parents, we're not preparing them for that, in which students rapidly fatigue and every single word is decoded. Og, mog, and, im, her, op, her, hop. Now I'm going to move to the next page. Og, mog, her, op, her, hops, to the op, top. Turn the page. And by the time the student is on the third or fourth page, the parents want to say, it's mog, it's on every page, come on. But that initial phase is just sounding. They need lots and lots of practice and to sound out hundreds of words. The next stage, typically at least a term later, is where students are still sounding, but chunking is emerging and there's reduced fatigue. Sid is a at, rat, at the tip, sid, nap, naps, in a sock. There's still lots of decoding, but reading is becoming slightly more automatic. And again, there's still lots of decoding practice, because the next phase is quite a funny phase in which students are disfluent whole word readers. I can tip it in. Kim can not. Kim tips the cup. Whole word reading, and then almost the term later, or with repeated reading, that fluency and does start to kick in. There are 2 evidence-based strategies to improve fluency, but initially in the foundation school year, it's all about decoding. Don't even try and aim for fluency, but within semester 2, we do want fluency to start to emerge. Strategy 1 is continuous reading, where we want to provide students with targeted reading material, a continuous flow of the appropriate targeted reading material. And the second strategy is repeated reading, where students reread those targeted decodable books up to 3 times to build that fluency. This concludes early decoding and the emergence of fluency. Best wishes.
If
you found this information useful, don't forget to click the subscribe button and check out our related videos shown here. If you have any questions or feedback, please add them to the comments below and we'll be sure to respond. Otherwise, you can reach us via live chat on our website, pld-literacy.org. Thanks again for viewing.